A goodly evening, this is Just a Human, and welcome to this, the finale of our Rebels Prologue campaign on Medieval 2 Total War. And of course, you join me with the Pope. The Pope who last time had to flee onto this boat here because, yes, we pulled off a hell of a stance over here taking Genoa. That was pretty darn impressive. In fact, last time we were renaming some of our settlements in honour of victorious battles. So we're going to rename this the great town of Basista, because that's apparently the general's name, I assume. When I did that episode, I wrote it down in the edit, and I'm hoping that's now correct. So if we do manage to take back Bologna today, which I'm hoping because we're planning on winning, Bologna can be renamed to Tomascius, that great general who put a brave stand there unless someone else takes better claim to it in the meantime. On the main thing though, Ambrose Adames is heading on down to Basista to try and protect it, because to be honest, the Pope is probably going to take it back. To be honest, they've got a lot of men over here. Yes, we lost Milan as well. So, okay, we have quite a lot of Italy to gain back, don't we? Oh, yes. Salacinos over here is going to head into Naples, which is getting itself nicely defended at this stage. And the boats are going to try and do something about his Popey's fleet. As for, Northern Europe, we obviously have this under control now. Nottingham has fallen thanks to Edward Ganmore, our former Scot actually, so he's now in charge of much of England. So there we are. The Scots get a victory of sorts by joining the rebel anarchy early doors. And that's really what happens, ladies and gents. Lesson is, if you join the anarchy early on, you get to become the great general, much like Castle Ceres from the original Rome Total War Rebels campaign. Now these forces over here, I could send them down south, but I don't really plan on doing so. I think what we're going to do instead, I'll send the heretics along, but we'll send this force to largely do it. I'm hoping that they'll be good enough to win this whole campaign for themselves. Probably will. We'll have some assistance from these territories in the meantime. We can actually get 3 more units here. We might have a chance, although the Pope seems to absolutely wreck us every single time we face him, so we'll have to see about that. But hopefully we can have some glorious battles to come. Indeed, the Papal States are immediately going to put Basista under siege, which is not surprising, but that army by itself probably won't be enough. We did get some reinforcements in there. The Cardinal is heading away. That's good, because my heretics, if they ever arrive, will hopefully be slightly more safe. Yay! An Explorers Guild up in Duncanburgh. You know what? Why not? We can go send Camel back to his capital of Edinburgh. That'd be marvellous. Did we make this the capital? I don't remember what we actually made the capital in the end. Let's change it over to Abdemilki, because that is kind of the capital of the point of this game, which is excellent. That might well have increased our monies. I don't really know. So we'll get these guys just to wander down in this direction. Moi. See? And I'm just going to mix all the languages, by the way. You might have noticed that. They seem to have dropped the siege. That's intriguing. So faction announcements, he has a guard dog. Oh, that's an excellent thing there. +2 to security, -2 piety. That's just bad. It'd be nice if bad piety had some kind of benefit. That's an interesting thing I hadn't really considered before. So there we are, more and more roads being built. Most of these are actually the towns around here, which it's kind of why I'm bothering to spend any money on them, but it's absolutely fine. Nothing too much of interest. The only place we can get rebel spawns, is their territory, and my oh my, did we just get one? It's not the greatest force, because these are the militia who aren't actually even good against cavalry. But you know what? It's more forces to head over to Naples. So Naples, you know what? I'm just gonna send them straight in there. Go march on Rome, damn it! You've got the opportunity. I'm not. Ambrose Adames is not. He's not sacrosanct, damn it. We should slaughter them. We shall ensiege. We shall ensiege. We shall ensiege. So, just bonus Attila, who needs to go down first and foremost. Basista has some reinforcements, and they have stopped sieging it, which means we have, big opportunity to get some men back. So, do a bit of merging, please. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better, isn't it? So, recruitment report, yep, indeed, a couple more in Naples. If we can get anything out there just to protect it, Sergeant Spearman, there we go. I've just built myself the new garrison quarters. That's giving us another option. Ooh, this is very nice. Coming together. And Let's grab these boats into a little fleet, for Pete's sake. They need to join into him, but he might be sunk in the meantime. Nonetheless, things starting to come to action here in northern Italy. Indeed, the fleet is under attack, and it's clear defeats. They've all been sunk. But maybe we at least did some damage. We can hope and pray, I suppose. We can hope and pray. So let's start this off with a fairly simple siege over in Milan, just the one unit. Since it's a short campaign for us here, I will go and face this as well. An auto-resolve would just win this pretty darn simply, but who knows? We need a bit of revenge. This guy did take us out before, I believe, so let's go and give him an old slap in the noggin. Because we're in southern Europe, we now have ourselves glorious castles like this, where you cannot get any archers onto the walls. They're actually in range of the plaza. All of these are not actually reachable areas, which is rather annoying. We can, however, still do the usual kind of a trap. So these two archers down here, be with a slightly dodgy loopy shot, are going to be able to pull this general over here into a trap. So yes, for the fiendish decision of deciding to leave in the last battle, we sentence you to death, sir. So are they going to come in and attack? I certainly think they should. Yes, they're going to come on charging in. So time for these guys to do their flanking manoeuvre, which is indeed the point. So you get yourselves over here, you get yourselves, was it these guys? Yes, it's these guys. You know what, yeah, they can both come in this way. That'd be absolutely grand. Get yourself over there. So they're going to run into Schiltram, but most importantly, yeah, we're going to get our chunk, not you, we can get these chunky lads, the Gallo Glass, the general killers, to swing on in and kill these guys. Come on, you lads. Big axes, choppy. No, not on the floor, Steve, for Pete's sake. Okay, they're doing a little bit of chopping over here. The Schiltram's just going to hold, and we'll charge in with these guys if we need them. There potentially are arrows if we need. Half of the remains, as if there were any of them in the first place. Come on, these guys. They're still chopping through. They're just so darn good. They have a really interesting technique, I must say, just trying to push him off the horse, and then I guess give him a good whack with the axe. But interesting. It's them too closely. They don't quite swing the same way as you see, for example, the Danish lads, but they're pretty darn isolated. Down to 5. He is, though, hacking his way through them. Oh, well done, Steve. Excellent work. And with that, victory and glory. Archers, shoot them down. Shoot down the cowards. They know the drill. And these guys, nah, that's fine. If they come back, sir, we'll leave it to you to kill them. But the arrows should pretty much do the job at this point. Pennies in the fountain, or is it arrows? Who really remembers? It's not important, is it? What really matters is that these guys are going to go down. One arrow has done him, and the axemen come to finish the rest. That's how you swing an axe, guys. Lovely stuff. And with that horse was absolutely chopped in half by those lads. That was excellent teamwork. And the 5 of them will continue to chop down many a general if we get the opportunity. Occupying the settlement then, seeing as it was once ours, and with that we're pretty much ready to march straight on. Good news, we can get peasants here because they can hold the line. Basically no damage. These guys might need a little retrain, but we can't quite retrain them. They're levy spearmen, they're spear militia, so we'll keep bringing them with us. That good defence though certainly helped them. The extra 3 armour, absolutely marvellous. Okay, Marseille has itself a town watch just to kind of keep an eye on these lads, because they are wandering around to keep an eye on potential for any boats. So yeah, we'll just upgrade that castle, see if anything of interest comes. We've got a town militia just to make sure they can't waltz straight in under our nose. That would be a little bit problematic. Chivalry for fairing rule. I think he was a bit dready before, wasn't he? But there we are. We will not really worry about building his character too much at this point. We'll just keep on marching on. So Besieged seems safe enough for the time being. I think Milan, we can just march straight on out. And we have ourselves a bridge. Excellent news. So let's move ourselves ever onwards, but we'll probably take a little pause at the bridge, see what the Papal States want to do. Not too much moving from the Pope, he's just really fallen back to his various castles. So Bologna, Bologna though is where the Pope is. Pope Alexander the Killable. Well. You, sir, seem to have met a rather unstoppable force, haven't you? So we're going to head on to here. This is only going to be a castle, of course, and we will head on in. There are a few units here, so that'll be an interesting one. mean, you have so many infantry that are really proper offensive lads, but we'll see how they all go. We should decide to send this guy around here because as much as I'd like for them to have the glory of taking Rome, I think we need to leave that for the proper army, actually. They can, however, go and head over to, yes, Florence. We never renamed that, so we will go and smash that up. Some more boats around. At this point, I'm actually not disbanding them anymore because we seem to be okay for money. To be honest, I'm not too bothered. I mean, I could just keep building more troops here, but I don't think we really need them, so that's absolutely fine. I will, though, build some of these guys because they're fun. So, with all of that lined up then, yeah, we'll just see if the Pope wants to respond at Bologna, or if indeed anyone wants to go and relieve him, because I suspect the Pope is going to be dead. A swordsmith guild in Caen seems relatively sensible, considering, yeah, we have been building plenty of swordsmen there. So, upgrading melee weapons, so we should now, yeah, be getting, well, annoyingly just after we trained all those guys, but yeah, we can upgrade their swords, that is excellent, and the Field Crusade. The Pope is most displeased they have to call an end to the crusade before it has even begun, furious at the so-called nobility of the Catholic kingdoms. Who are they? Have utterly failed to answer his spiritual call to arms. Officially, do we have a religion on here? Now, I know technically the rebels should be pagan or heretic, but yes, we're heretic. Fine, we're dubious in terms of our reputation. I didn't know we actually got to have a reputation. There we are. So yeah, we're heretic. So there are no Catholic nations, sir. I don't know what you're on about. We have 14 turns remaining, apparently. Yeah, I think I gave us 100 years in the end to complete this task. Perfect. So, Basista has some land clearance. That's nice. Plus 200 for some mines. Why not get the people? They're free. They're free to go and mine things. Okay, they've sent reinforcements outside the city. 5 men and a couple units who we can run down. I won't bother running them down, but I might just shoot them with the towers like we tried to do last time. So, Pope Alexander, he is obviously pretty unkillable, as we know, but he's picked up more money since. Makes sense, he is a pope. As for this captain, he is absolute trash, and he has, okay, a battered Pavis, but they can still activate towers, along with a full strength unit, a couple infantry, and some mailed knights. This could do some big chunky damage if we're not careful. Let's swing on in, let's take him down. Interesting, they've actually spread their units quite a lot. I put various units in the side here just to try and give me options, but no, they're actually been fairly clever on this occasion. They've got some very long range Pavis crossbowmen covering those flanks. So yeah, we might have to go in the slow and chunky way, which does mean, yeah, there are some guys in the rear to go deal with. So you know what, we'll get the cavalry have run out. These guys are supposed to be running away. Like, get out of the way. Your whole point was flanking, not to get shot. Anyway, the cavalry do need a bit of a run out. So, you know what, Ambrose? You can come join. I think you're probably a bit bored of all of this. So, yeah, we'll come and grab all of this stuff. You can come over to here and have a little bit of a charge. That'll be excellent. Okay, so I'm going to clear these guys out nice and early. Are they burning us down yet? Not yet, but we've got all 3 bits of equipment coming at once. So hopefully we'll work our way through all of that. I haven't actually got my best units on the ladders because they were really more about flanking, so I'm not too concerned if they want to wander off there. But we have got chunky lads over here because they might need to do a good bit of damage against all of that. 18 Pavis. That's good for, I guess, for activating the towers for them, but it won't be doing too much damage to us. We haven't lost very much, actually. These guys are doing all right, and yeah, getting straight in would be marvellous. I missed the charge for these guys. I do apologise. They seem to have largely already done the job. Send the general to finish them. Send the general to finish them. Oops. Wasn't supposed to have missed that part. Sorry, everyone. Anyway, as you can probably tell, they were run down brutally because they're a bunch of peasants. So, that's excellent. Of course, we are, well, hardly more than fake peasants. Oh, interesting. Down goes that general. Well done, our general. But they've sent out the mailed knights into our highlanders. Interesting. A couple of our Galaglas did recover, by the way, from the last battle, so we can send those in pretty darn soon. You guys, you just if you've got a shot, who have you got a shot at, by the way? Oh, those guys back there. That makes sense. Can you guys get up here super quick to make sure that we can at least get the longbows up? That would be lovely. Okay. Hopefully you want to keep those guys safe. But at this point, yeah, we've got some chunking up here. That's good to see. Yes, good old boring grey and silver, but they're going to chunk through spearmen pretty darn nicely. We're not losing too many. No extra armour on these. We don't really have the opportunity for that, but certainly extra swords on any reinforcements that come in. We'll have to see about that. Depends how long it takes us to get to Rome. Now, our cavalry, you seem to have lost an awful lot, actually. We're probably getting shot here, by the way, chaps. So, you get yourselves up there. Cavalry can just... Oh, actually, do you want to do anything with this cav? Could they do anything? Could do with the Mailed Knights. That was kind of your job originally. So, spears, 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 spears. Run over here. Nice and quick. Try and get on top of them as much as possible. Because this is the small unit. That's the big unit. Okay, well, we got the Swedes here. Why are the Swedes here? That's interesting. If anyone knows why this Pavis crossbow for the Papal States has a Swedish flag, I guess this is pre-Sweden, but even so, I'm intrigued by that. Interesting one. Right, you run yourselves up that wall as well. You can get on that side of it. These guys need to plough into them. Cavalry are probably not in the best position, actually. Just get yourself over here, get yourself over here, get yourself somewhere in this general direction. Thank you, lads. These 6 just run off over here, just into the future distance place. You are... How are you doing? 34 against 50. Wow, you're really struggling, actually. Get the Highlanders to come and charge into the rear, because at this point they are not being very helpful. Yeah, these guys are absolutely slaughtering them. But yeah, it's this double tower situation here, which is very, very tricky to deal with. Okay, so these Hobbilars are just standing in front of the towers. That's excellent. This is what happens when I don't pause during commentary. I just continue playing. We just miss tons and tons of the important details. So, longbows, get yourself over here as quick as possible, please. These guys need to actually, like, get over there. Like, get out of the way. Go and fight. Get on top of these guys immediately. Go and kill the Swedish guy, for Pete's sake. What are you doing, sir? Does he even look that Swedish? It's hard to tell right now, isn't it, sir? You know what? He's a bit bloodied, if nothing else. He's got a nice little... looks like a bit of a beard going on. Alright, fine, we'll let him live. Until he's dead, of course. So these guys are mostly chopped through. They're about to lose that section of the walls. We could do this in a less bloody fashion, but I'm quite happy having a chunky affair here to kill the Pope. It is a Pope, so no reason to not make it more serious. Keep ploughing into these guys, and archers should largely be in position. Just get the shots in, guys. Just get the shots in. And that should be absolutely brutal. Come on. Let's get an arrow cam here. That's interesting arrow cam, guys. Whee! Yeah, this is where aiming for whatever unit the guy... Whatever man the guy decides is the unit is a problem, isn't it? Okay. Some of the shots are going there at the very least. That's fine. Let's ignore all of that nonsense. So, back over here. This has been claimed officially. Let's get into the flank of those Italian militia, because I think the Highlanders got themselves murdered. But this unit are... They're winning, but they're taking a few too many losses. So let's just make sure we mop them up. Looks like they've been slaughtered to the very last. Or actually, no, they disappeared into there. So we'll mop them up with these 6 cavalry. That is perfect. The towers are now completely under our control. It's just this unit over here that's fighting the spear militia, who are doing okay, actually. They're holding their position. Their archers might be getting a little bit of damage done. They are getting shot, I think, occasionally by the tower. So, yeah, you can see some arrows now coming in. Come on. Yeah, that's okay. It's actually hard to get a shot in without shooting up at this stage, but they are just clipping these guys on the end a few times. Odd arrow coming from above, but the spear militia doing an okay job against Pavis crossbowmen. It's not really what they're designed to do, and these guys are basically super units. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's try, and they are wavering. Get to fire. Change to fire. Let's just end this now, please, and that will turn the tower off. That's going to save us an awful lot of lives. In comes the flames. Eventually. It's a lot longer for those missiles to come in. But yeah, with the flaming arrows, that's the break. Excellent. Flaming arrows doing their job as ever you expect them to do. And as they climb down the towers, we'll mop them up with the cavalry over here. Well done, archers. Good job, but no need for you to do anything more. Just a touch of deja vu here. So of course we are in the same style of castle, so we're going to go for the same old trap and see if our good old friends the Galaglass can continue their final form. I wish I could train these guys. I don't know that I can. So, oh, we're still on flaming arrows. Yes, it is this unit that I've sent on in, but are any arrows going to land on these guys and upset them? Maybe not immediately. We'll see if they get pulled into the trap. I can't help but notice that these guys also have a Kalmar Union flag, as well as one that looks suspiciously Danish as well. So, okay, these guys just really like the Scandies. Maybe that's what's going on here with his popiness. But this time, sir, you're going to go down. Woohoo! So into the Spear Militia they go. Excellent stuff. No, they're pulling back. Come on. Stay in this. Oh, Popey is right there. Popey is right there, sirs. This is for you with the camera. No! Oh, that's he's all over the place, Popey McGee. He's a wily fox. Come on. Come on, Galaglass, do your chopping. I think they might just have a chance to kill him here, but the Pope has very cleverly moved to the complete opposite side of the field to where he normally is. And actually, they're ganging up on these lads now. That's not cool, sir. That's just not cricket. But, okay, I think the Galaglass have finally met their match. The Pope is just too hot for them to handle. Oh dear, you can be as Irish as you want, but the Pope... No, the Irish will always bow down to the Pope. But he's going down gradually. Yeah, down there goes the last Galaglass and noble fighters. But yeah, the Kalmar Union's here again. I do have a series on the Kalmar Union in case you're interested, by the way. I will probably forget to put it up at the top there, but it's probably in the description. So, are we going to do this or not? You know what? We'll send these guys around the back and we'll get to them in a minute. These chunky guys seem to get pulled into it at this stage. I guess the Pope has poked just a little bit too far forward for their liking. Yeah, let's go and get these guys into this old affair. And not you, the other guys who are running around the back. Just get them to swing on around here. How much is left, by the way? 12 left for the Pope. The Pope is just back a bit, but he is bloodied. He's certainly been at the front line for quite a while. It is a shield from sir. It's specified outside and not inside. Well done. Excellent work. Oh dear, we're losing these guys, aren't we? Okay, get in there, sir, in the back. Come on. Anytime you want to arrive. If you want the glory of killing the Pope, I mean, this won't end anything, by the way. Just like on the main game, the Pope can only die from basically... Well, all the cities need to go down, and I guess with all the cardinals, so there can't be a new Pope. Well, the Catholic factions are dead, though, so it should go as long as all of the cardinal options are gone, I suppose. But, come on, race around the corner right now. Have they gone around the wrong way? Yes, they have. Yes, they totally have. You're supposed to go around there, which obviously too slow and never made it around there. Okay, well, the Pope is now at least surrounded by our proper swordsmen. And that, oh, he's just stabbing. It's like last time, it's just stab and dead, stab and dead. Look at the Pope. This Pope is absolutely glorious, but down he goes. A worthy enemy, but no less dead. Oh yes. No, Popey McGee. All your men go down to the very last. But infantry, no. We'll send in the general to finish them off. Archers, stand down. It's in for Ambrose Adams to charge on. So yes, this won't end the campaign, just in case you're fearful of that. I did want to check that before, because yeah, with all the Catholic factions dead, there's always the slight worry that might do something strange. This is somewhat uncharted territory, but there we are. Onto the plaza we go. Lance is down, and they've lost all their hit points, so they are pretty much immediately slaughtered. Marvellous stuff. He's at 5 experience now. All of, well, Florence and Rome will be awed by the victory we won here today. Marvellous stuff. And in case you're wondering how many of those longbows actually managed to kill, that unit, 11, they did kill some of those Pivies crossbowmen from their nice little angle there. In general, sustained 60 to the Highlanders, 21 inflicted, 66, 46. Yeah, you can see the armed swordsmen are basically the only really strong unit we've got. By the way, they actually killed 5, not 11. They lost 11. I'm a fool. But they killed 5. That's something. And the procession towards Rome continues. The Pope falls. And with that, Bologna is back in our hands. And Bologna, sorry, did I call that Bologna? I meant the great city. He's enjoying that. Tomascius, which was genuinely the name of that general. He fought to the very last time, if you do recall. So let's have glory to Damascus. So a bit of merging. Leaves 10 swordsmen. Interesting. Trait increase, cruel and cunning. Excellent, but also chivalrous. That makes so much sense. Yes, we've got some retraining up here in Khan. And that should mean, yeah, that's the extra experience on those guys, or the extra attack on them. We'll send them down. They might never get here. But you know what? If we build roads, maybe they will. Maybe we'll get roads one day. I don't know. So yeah, we'll just build some more towns and just see if we can get them down to the coast. I mean, at the moment it's a papal boat, so ignore that. But who knows? Maybe we can get them to reinforce eventually. And as for these castles, we'll just keep them stocked up for the time being. We'll give these 5 men a chance to run somewhere. In fact, we'll just chase them off. In fact, by that I mean we're going to brutally murder them. Yay! Because he has no darn mercy. An honourable victory. I ran down 5 horsemen in the field. Okay, so you run off in that direction. You're going to take Florence. Damascus is going to, yeah, just going to get itself retrained a little bit just for the cav. I can't do much else. And then we'll head off from there. We'll get a couple of peasants just to hold the fort. Not hold down the fort, Americans. Just to remind you, we'll hold the fort. And after that, we'll swing on down to Florence. We actually won a ship battle. That's surprising. It was pretty even, actually. So, Inquisitor continuing to come and try and hunt me down. There is actually a heretic on his way. So, that's interesting. Good old boat Admiral Quidditch over here. You can swing over in this direction. So, oh, that could be fun. Okay, very nice. We should be able to build a tower here, although we're not a general, are we, Thomas? No, we are not. Fine. Trait increase, command at sea for some random lad who survived. Roads over in Toulouse. That's something. Angers, can you build me a road? You already have roads. You're not a down. Okay, Khan. Oh yeah, extra swords. See if we can just get them down south. That's probably not even the quickest way, but we'll try. I suppose we'll probably have a boat before too long, but you know what? We'll, for now, I guess, just end our turn. There should be a new pope here. Yes, there is Pope Jacobus, who doesn't look too happy about life. He is 33 years old. I don't know if that was a genuine election there, because I don't know how many cardinals people generally have at 33. Yeah, he's 40, but he's got less than the 5 piety you need. It's a priest. Does that mean there's no... Yeah, no, you're not cardinal. So at the moment, there's no priest strong enough that I can see to actually become pope. So I don't know if it's just like getting rid of enough of them. I mean, this guy wants to run for pope. He's got enough piety to be a cardinal. Come and be a cardinal, sir. Yeah, I think it's time to end our turn and just we can begin the attack on Florence next turn. Sadly, the fleet is immediately demolished, but I was kind of expecting as much. On the plus side, no. Not on the plus side. Come on, heretic, you can survive. This will train up his guy and get us a new pope. No, new pope options. Okay, fine. The Inquisitors are going to go kill each other by the looks of it, which I don't believe you can do, because you can control the Inquisitors when you're in charge. Not Moses. Oh, Moses. Never got to see the promised land. So, with that, we'll just keep on sending more and more of these lads in that direction. Mission failed to blockade Florence. I didn't realise that was the plan, but apparently it was. Trade decrease, fairing rule. Apparently he's had an iron fist up there in Scotland, and Bordeaux can build the road we were talking about last time. Excellent stuff. Yeah, get yourself down to the port. Still no boats appearing now. I actually want them to appear, obviously. But yes, time for Florence to be sieged. A very, very nice haired lad. Good old Zappa Baronis. That's a good name, sir. And yeah, the Baron will soon be dead. So let's put that under siege. 3 ladders, 2 towers. I quite like that formation generally. And I think it is time to take the wars. Yes, it is. And sadly, none of our Galileans actually survived that previous affair. So down towards Rome we go. Now, we'll start. We might stand on the bridge, actually. That could be interesting. See if they get teased. Antioch can grow. That's nice. It's being fueled currently by the threat of what do you call them? Crusades, that's the word. It's the threat of crusades, which of course got cancelled, so that's looking marvellous. The Pope is looking a bit on the back foot now. Ah, he's been upgraded to a cardinal after that, after all. So yes, there is now a new option for Pope. And in this part of the world, we'll just put a Knight Stables. Why not? Doesn't matter. Keep building units. Just make sure they can't take these back. This is English because we took it with the English force. That's excellent. So it's no longer, yes, Southern European. So that's fun to see. Fun to see the culture change. It's a bit less common in Medieval 2 than on Rome. On Rome, just walking in and out of towns constantly changes the culture. But they seem a little bit more steady on this. It's a bit of a mysterious mechanic. Anyway, Florence under siege. We'll see if they want to do anything about it. Blockade Florence, you say? My plan is to burn it to the ground. There's a storm at Arguin, which of course, once again, is not the second time on this campaign where a storm out here is just demolished some boats we had. I don't know. We do sometimes get boats over here in Timbuktu, by the way. I do enjoy that. That amuses me greatly. Okay, Ambrose Adams. You can build a watchtower here. Give us an idea what's going on in Rome. So they have a half... Ooh, they're building up some forces, damn it. Okay, let's go stand here and see them on a bridge battle. That could be good fun. In fact, they have catapults, so that could be really good fun. We'll see if that is an option. And from there, we'll try and get reinforcement in. Still not finding boats, but one will probably appear in time. Florence, 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 Florence. Time for you to go down. So it's the third of our Southern European castles of the day, but let's hit on him. As the battle begins, it dawns on me how much of a peasant army this actually is. So yeah, a load of peasants with ladders just storming the castle. I kind of like the narrative of that. So that's what's happening over here. And at the front gate, similarly, we got ourselves some of the, well, not quite all peasants. We got Italian militia, but they're basically a bunch of rabble as far as I'm concerned. So some flaming missiles coming on in. We do the peasants pushing the ram. It is raining today. We've got a nice aesthetic, actually. It's kind of this weirdly bright evening time, bit of rain. Should hopefully help us with the ram burning down, or not burning down, more to the point. They do seem to be moving quite quickly, their peasants. Are they all fleeing? I don't know. I actually sent these towers to not attack the wall. I actually sent them to stand around and shoot. So we'll see. This guy can maybe do that, but maybe the other tower. Maybe you can just stand, just start moving over here and just be awkward. That's pretty much what I planned for you. Ladders over at the walls over there. Is that what they're doing? They're going to deal with those ladders. You're just going to leave the front gate completely empty. Well, that's an interesting decision. We're going to have peasants v peasants over on this flank. That's going to be fun. So we'll let them get on with that, and we'll mostly let the peasantry take this. If I can let the peasants pretty much take the city themselves, I'm going to be very, very happy indeed. By the way, I didn't help but notice that this is Captain Baroni, who's going to take on the general who was Zappos or something like Zap. We'll call him Zapdos. Why not? Why not? But his surname was Baronis. So yes, this is definitely the town of Baroni, not Baronis. Once we manage to take in, walk in and take it. There we are. So the battering ram is there and the cavalry are immediately fleeing. So they're being weirdly cautious here. I would have thought of all these peasants, they might have been a little bit more aggressive, but no, they're not. These peasants, though, are going to get trapped, which is excellent news. So smashy smashy goes the gates. Down goes the gate, and the tower keeps rolling around like an absolute muppet, which is ideal, really. So put down the ram, my good sirs, and charge on into those peasants. So we're going to have 4 peasants taking on those guys. I don't think they're going to be very, very happy about it. Italian militia, to be honest, there's no one to shoot on this wall anymore. And likewise, guys in here, just get out. Can they get back out by doing that? Are they going to play her up? No, they're going to climb back down. That's excellent. Yeah, just come through the gate. We don't need the tower anymore, so don't worry about any of that nonsense. What about the peasants? Yay, peasants! They're not actually near enough the tower. Come on, peasants, take them down. And actually, of course, this is mainly an army that's come out. Well, it's entirely come out of Italy, this army, hasn't it? Very nice. They're not actually fighting. I don't know that they want to defend their city. I mean, I don't know if they want their lives either right now. That's interesting. They're about to be attacked from the rear. That doesn't look like a run. Ah, that looks like a run. You can't trick me, sirs. And yeah, these peasants are not really the smartest, are they? Or they just see the way the wind is blowing. But there we are, they've routed. Peasants have done excellent work. So they've been poked to the floor. And with that we can go to the plaza where there's like, what, 3 mailed knights? I don't think the peasants are going to do that by themselves, but they can give it a damn good go. We are, of course, back in the same castle for the 3rd time, but this time we're not going to pull them in with missiles, although we actually do have Pavis cross moment, and apparently they are in range, but that's entirely accidental. They are in that usual position over here. We have ourselves a pile of peasants to come in and deal the brutal blows here, but we'll see how much the peasants and these basic Italian militia can actually manage to do, because they've got an awful lot of horses to chunk down. But we'll see how this goes. And we did plenty in the rear if we need it. Yeah, with all the sergeant spearmen back here and back there. The general and all the cavalry are there if they need it. But we're just going to see how much of a chunking we can do first. Male knights don't really care about defending the peasants. Why would they? Utter scum. And I think it's time to run on into the male knights. So, these guys... You get yourselves around here. That'd be absolutely marvellous. And try and get yourselves around here as much as possible. But yeah, they haven't really charged into us, which is probably the best chance that the peasants have of actually doing something in this battle. We shall see. We shall see. They don't seem to be listening to the plaza directions here, so they're not really getting around them quite as I had intended. But we'll see how much the peasants can do, eh? These guys... Did they already run on the plaza? Oh, they did. Yeah. These guys... Apparently they're really struggling to come through this street. I've definitely seen that happen. Oh, sorry, this street here. I've definitely seen that happen before. But apparently it's not working. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe it was just a glitch when they went down the street, but it feels like it definitely should be passable. Oh, well, seems like they haven't got the side reinforcements that they expected to have, peasants. They've been let down by the Italian militia. What utter fiends. Eventually they will make it though, and we'll see how much chunking they can do. So what are we at so far? 28, 27, 17. We've not killed many. Well, some of the horses are going down here, so it's not entirely frivolous. But we're actually doing okay, sort of. Winning is probably a strong term. General's down to 12 actually. They're doing all right against their general. I guess it's now... Peasants are mostly gone. It's down to the Italian militia. You'd think, even without the bonus against cavalry, 4 Italian militia should be able to take out the slightly damaged general and 2 mailed knights. You'd think so. We shall see. I'll speed it up and we'll keep on chunking through them. But the general is down to 12. And, alright, he's not going down very much fast anymore. But gradually we'll get there. There are very few horses left. 15 mailed knights, 14 mailed knights, 7 bodyguard. And they are not working their way through the militia at all. I think the peasants who are trying to push back into this fight, damn it, are actually going to be involved at the very end, which is marvellous news. Let's keep the chunking going, but they are well off their plaza now. I think victory is very soon to be ours. Can we get the peasants to get right around the back? Keep running through, lads. Keep running through. I want you to get on top of this general. Oh, he's right on top of the general now. Peasants on top of him. Peasants. Yeah, keep moving on top of them. 5, that's the king right there. Oh yeah, you're not the real Captain Ballerone. No. Baronese will go down, sir. So, come on, peasants. Surrounded by peasants. I want to see the Baron go down to the peasants. There we are. Beautiful. I'm so glad the peasants got back to the front and finished that. That is it. Oh, there's a whole unit back there that we never killed. Oh no, guys, we've got more work to do yet. Technically, the timer is ticking on down and we will probably win just before it. But, yeah, it's been a bloody affair. These units really are absolutely terrible. Do not rely on them for anything. But yeah, once they become Italian spear militia, they are phenomenal. But yeah, this version of them are catastrophically bad. I don't know, I can't remember how they actually compare with the town militia, but they've really not impressed me here today. Last guy, anyone want to kill him? Anybody? Peasants, by the way, gave up a little while ago. So, he really doesn't want to die, does he? Come on, finish them off. There we go. You get to celebrate now. Utterly useless tits. Huge pile of horses here, and it's lasagna, of course, once again for dinner. But there's going to be an awful lot of, yeah, Italian spearmen on the side there. So, Barone wins out against Baronis. Down they go, and Florence have fallen. Okay, so with that, of course, we will rename it as discussed. Barone. So, lovely stuff. It feels suitable. I guess he was Italian. Mission expired. Yes, I did inform you that we would be doing such things. And with that, we'll see if the Pope wants to sally out to the bridge here, because this could be an awful lot of fun if he does indeed want to do that. Dunkenberg is ready to upgrade. That's exciting. We can actually get ourselves a large city. 12,000 pop. Excellent. Constantinople can upgrade itself as well. 2,000 plebs. Beautiful stuff. And the Knight Stable has been finished over here. That's marvellous. It did absolutely naff all. That is exactly what I anticipated. Okay, you sir, get those men on the boats. There are some papal lads who are inevitably going to murder the boat eventually, so we'll try and get him out of there. There are quite a few boats coming off in this direction, so we'll attempt to make use of them. The Pope, by the way, is squaring up to us with, okay, cannon, catapult, ballista, catapult, pavis. Yeah, there's quite a lot there. I've just realised we've got stakes on the bridge. That would be absolutely glorious. He is now right up next to us, so we'll give him another moment or so to ponder if he wants to make that move, because I really would quite like a bridge battle. Sadly, no bridge battle for us, but he has marched pretty much the entire army into Rome, which I think is very interesting for us. So I think then we'll take him up on that offer, get our army, and get Rome under siege. A couple towers and some ladders, but we want to send in some other guys to come and reinforce us here. So how far can these guys get? They can actually reach us. That's good. Armoured sergeants, you would be helpful at least until the other infantry arrive, if they ever do, of course. Sergeant spearmen once again. Yeah, there's a couple of those. So yeah, they can join us for the time being. As for the rest of it, I kind of want to bring the Highlanders along actually, but we'll see. The cavalry can, of course, join in with us. And one more, we'll bring the feudal knights because that's fun. We actually have that unit. Okay, let's go and bring a few more people to the bridge. Bring the cavalry along just to look intimidating. Faction announcements. Cruel leader, indeed, noble in rule. Okay, this chap back on the boats, and really struggling to get them anywhere, aren't we? They might make it to Rome, but we need these boats to reinforce. So boats, try and tease those ones away. First you have to clear out those guys, which they did. Fair work. Yeah, that should alert them to those boats, and they might just at least give us an opening to swing around. That'd be very nice indeed. So, city ready to upgrade. Aha! Abdelmiki can also be upgraded to a large city. It's almost as if they were designed to be the same as Dunkenborough. Okay, absolutely fine. Let's see if they want to sally forth. I doubt so many catapults. That would have been so obscene on a bridge, but yeah. They're retreating, so sadly we'll do it in the city. But it is a city, and it is a big army battle at a city, and that is always fun, to be fair. So we can end with that, unless this guy wants to start it in the field. That could also be very, very interesting indeed. Let's find out on the intern. No! Our fleet has been sunk. Oh, no, it wasn't. Did we just win? Wait. What? What? The boat? They won? Utter cocking madness. Okay. Get them over here. We can get the proper infantry in. Fine. We're gonna bring those guys into this. Absolutely, we will. Get these guys onto that boat. I don't actually see any more papal fleets around, so inshallah, sir. Yes, indeed. Yeah, looks like we're going to be able to get our armoured swordsman over here. That looks beautiful. More. No. Okay, so that gives us a chance just to build some more things. We could do with a couple more anyway, so we will do that. It's going to be chaos. They're just going to splatter us with cannon as we walk into their city. Lovely stuff. Town ready to upgrade. Dijon. Okay, fine. We'll just resupply the mustard for a celebratory hot dogs. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if they want to sally, but they didn't last turn, so I suspect we've now got a free run on Rome. Time to head into Rome then, with the new unit added on into the pile, which we might need. Tomascius. Fake Tomascius is now arriving on the scene. You should really have these guys in the city, by the way. 3 armor on the Halberd Militia. That's golden armor, but they have naff all else. So, okay. Maybe crossbowmen as well. They'd be such a better position if they were actually in the town. We'll have to mop those up with the cav. That's the whole point of them. But, yeah. As for the city itself, we have Pope Jacobus. He has a choir boy. Less said about that, the better. None. Again, not very popey. In some ways, very popey, but yes, questions might be asked. Ornamental armor. That's what you should expect. Brilliant scribe overseer. Some excellent things here. But yes, most of them are obviously about being pope and not about being in war. This guy is nowhere near as unkillable as his predecessor. And Martus himself, who's actually the proper commander in this, does a marks of war, but healthy as well. Yeah, he's going to take some killing. And as for the other lad, you are not actually in control of this battle, so let's not worry about that too much. Does he have anything particular to live? It doesn't really look like it. Okay, in terms of their infantry, they have 1 militia, 1 Bavese crossbowman, and then a little bit of cav, and a huge pile of things which could cause utter chaos. Trying to take plants as Medieval 2, where they just have these around, can be hilarious. Hopefully they'll burn their own pope to death, and that'll be fun. Let's swing on in. In we go then, and of course this time we're not taking on a castle, it's a full-blown city. There's St. Paul's in the distance. They actually have a cathedral in Rome. Very nice indeed. A few gravestones. There's going to be an awful lot more very soon, sir. Don't you worry about that. But where are all of their catapults? Some of them are going in the wrong direction, to be honest. Actually, that might be the right direction. Yeah, get out of here while you can. Now, what are they going to do? Oh, yes, of course. I do like this little hilly cross-section you get on these as the road forks around. So, they've got mounted sergeants. They've got their cavalry at the gates. That's interesting. So, are we actually going to manage to get this guy in here? I didn't really think very much about the weather today, but I think we're fine so far. Looks like towers are largely making it. Maybe the ram will as well. And even this one, which has to come all the way around the windmill and the darn farm, might actually make it to the city. So what do we have? We have Italian militia over here and the only other infantry. Are they coming out of the gate? They are indeed coming out of the gate. They seem to love doing this recently, don't they? Okay, guys, maybe just run through. Just run through, why not? Okay, we are supposed to have the sergeant's spearmen on the armoured sergeants doing all that kind of stuff, but fine. Fine. If they want to get themselves trapped, they can. No, they're just running off. Why are they such cowards? Okay, come and get those catapults. We need them gone because they cause some hilarity, to be fair, but also, oh no, they want to fight. Utter numpties. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So we've got some more guys coming on in. The armoured sergeants are getting shot down. I was supposed to keep those back to deal with the cavalry, but you know what? They're here now. Let's go and chop them. So, bit of a chunky affair at the gate. Italian militia don't seem to want to be involved, but the few of these guys... I accidentally put these back in the army, by the way. That was the injured unit of about 10, but you know what? Job done, I suppose. Police crossbowmen up here. It's a bit of a battered unit. A little bit battered. Not too bad, to be fair. It's absolutely fine. So the lads over here should be, yeah, they're on top of the walls. So, yeah, okay. We could send these guys around as a sort of an early hit squad. You know what? Yeah, let's go and do that. You two guys, get yourselves around here. Go and run into those bombards. That could be good fun. Splatter, splatter. And, yeah, these guys are going to chunk their way through. And at the gates... yeah, we have these guys just taking on the mailed knights. They're chunking their way through. They're going to take a little bit of damage from the towers. But with any luck, we'll soon be in control of the tower because they have given up this wall, which means that we can push these guys off before too long. Push them far enough out and it'll be absolutely fine. We're not going to worry about too much of perfect tactics here to keep everyone alive. We're gonna have a good chunky affair here today. As long as we win, I don't give a damn how many men we lose. That's the kind of general we are. So the ram has done its job so well that the gates are actually in perfect condition. That's excellent news. The accountant will be absolutely thrilled. So the Mailed Knights are now wavering and fleeing. Are our armoured sergeants over here arriving yet? Oh, the bombards have decided that this is a bad idea. Yeah, I think you're going to be a little bit slow here. Interesting pushing. Don't know what they're pushing, but it seems to be working. So you know what? Fair play to you, lads. You'll soon be dead anyway, so your magical knowledge will be lost to the world. Bit of a shame. I do like it that in this city you do get yourselves a few of these little side sections here that you can actually stand some units on. So yeah, get some archers in these positions, particularly like, say, this one. It's beautiful for shooting down those streets. These swordsmen should be near enough catching them now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no magic for you, chaps. You're going to get hacked on down. And they must be a bit concerned because they didn't think we were this close to the plaza. But you, this is going to be chaos. Utter chaos. Just imagine, like, we're coming in a big pile of men over here. And yeah. All of the missiles are just going to be mental. So we should probably organise us to get in a slightly more useful general position. So the other guys, oh, income flaming shots. What are they even aiming at? They're aiming at my siege. You can't. I don't think you can actually. Yeah, you can't aim your own walls in Medieval 2, but you can aim at the siege tower. But they're so picky about where they shoot on this game. It's a bit sad actually. They're trying to burn down their own city. They might be, you know. Right, I'm going to get everyone into the city and moving forward a little bit now. So we'll cut, but I might well need to just maneuver people into some sensible positions. Potentially this would be a really good example of how the missiles on the plaza could cause utter nonsense. But, okay, the catapults are just all blocking the way. And it's such a big hill here that nothing has really been achieved. You know what? Oh, they are doing a bit of that. You know what, let's just send these guys in, just see what they can do by themselves. I was planning to actually send people around into sensible positions. But it might be a good example of what might happen to some of our men if we just run them into all of this, because, oh dear, that could be fun. So, there's the general back there. Now, do we actually have a specific one for the Pope here? Papal States. Where's the Pope himself? He should be in here somewhere. General's body. The thing is, there are several General's bodyguards, so it might be quite difficult to pick out the Pope. You know what? That's fine. We'll just get these guys to run on in and see what they can do. Are they going to start splattering their own men? I really hope they are. These guys are shooting. Come on, start shooting into your own guys. That could be excellent. So yeah, we have a load of these guys. They're quite chunky. The rest of them will just get their breath back, so we'll be a bit fresher for the next assault. But these guys are going to come around the side. That is very sensible. Come on and get the shot in. Shoot, 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 shoot. Those guys have made it back. That's interesting. Come on, make it flaming. Oh, they're not doing it. These guys could shoot. Why not? All right, they're not currently biting with the nonsense, but that might work out. These guys can keep chunking their way. It has turned out to be too much for these guys. They are fleeing, and okay, 29% of them dead. There's a fair few horses here, but perhaps maybe not as many as you might think. The sheer numbers means, yeah, morale is going to fall if I send them in like that. So, interesting. We should probably, though, start to send people around to other flanks to make sure we can get on top of some of the other units. So, let's send some people over to here. That will be perfect. A couple of cavalry to come join that party. And these guys should be a fair way of their way around now. Not too bad. Yeah, you're going to get yourself around this way. So let's just get, shift over there and shift over there. Hopefully that will work. And the second assault will hopefully be a little bit more successful. And of course, a little bit more actually planned. Amusingly, because I just stood my troops here, they've actually gone back to collect their catapults. That's quite cute. Okay, we'll let them do that. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, we've got spearmen at the front section here. So these guys are joining them. The general will get in behind these guys. We'll go and get those cav to get in position. I think other than that, everyone's just starting to move around now. So getting themselves organised. Yeah, so is the Pope. He's sending his crossbowmen out. That's interesting. To deal with the Provis crossbowmen, I have actually sent this unit forward again. So, okay, these are the extra swords on them. So they're doing some nice work. They actually came to going in to set these guys as well, which was actually fairly clever. So you just get yourselves a little bit further. You try and get ahead of them, but yeah, these are the extra damage guys. So hopefully we can do something. These guys accidentally caught the archers in this. Yeah, actually, I left fire at will on. I meant to turn it off. I obviously turned off. I turned off the wrong button. Oh well, that's fine. The missiles can just pull themselves back into position and can keep firing at will. That means that these guys come running over here. Send in the cavalry. Damn it! Okay, look at all these catapults. That is. This could be absolute. Ah! Okay, they're definitely going to kill their own pope like this. Look at this. Oh, I'd love for the pope to be killed, but we haven't seen him dead yet. But yeah, there's a general of sorts. That's the actual general. They seem to have stopped sending their missiles in. They seem to realise that, yeah, we're coming from most directions now. Armoured swordsman, you get in here as well. Let's get everyone over here. Not the general, but the rest of you guys into them. That would be marvellous. Not the hobbilars. You guys can just stand back here and join on it. Oh, they're now shooting in all sorts of directions. Catapults don't quite know what they're doing. They're kind of all wandering around a little bit, aren't they? So, only half of them remain. Okay, not too shabby. These guys keep running in, press forward. Get rid of this bodyguard. Is that the Pope? I don't know. There's two bodyguard. You want the actual general bodyguard, so it's kind of difficult to know. I'm not sure he's got a special hat. Intriguing, but let's keep on pushing. These guys are exhausted and routing. Okay, fine. General has arrived. General has arrived. Some of the boulders did come in, but I mean, there was definitely some big boulder splats over in this part. They've not utilised all this stuff properly, have they? Certainly have not. You guys chase them down. That's the bombard. The archers are shooting at them right now. Guys, no need for any of that. All the archers can stop at this stage. It's absolutely fine. This must have been boulders. That looks like a boulder splat to me. Okay, I'm pretty certain all of this was their own boulders and cannons. Pretty darn sure about it. Okay, at this stage, where are we at? Where are we at? Missiles can shoot into the back of that general bodyguard. That seems sensible to me. I like to think this is Popey McGee, but we just don't know. So he might go down to missile here. I think the longbows might actually be enough to take him down. And we'll know by the message on the side screen in a moment. But we will see, because I don't think the Pope's going to get the little video clips. We're going to try and keep a close eye on this guy. He's getting shot. He's walking into the extra armoured swordsman. Or the extra sworded armsman. Something like that. Anyway, they have extra arms, not extra swords. That made no sense once again. Anyway, the general's soon going to go down. Oh, it's a chunky affair here on the plaza. And yeah, it's just down to him. Missiles are flying in. He's doing a great job there. No shield, but he's shrugging off. Missile after missile, taking on some extra sworded armoured swordsmen. That's a much better way of phrasing it, Thomas. So yeah, he's close to the end now. We haven't had any messages, though, about a dead general. So it's going to take a while by the looks of this. It's going to get this cavalry, and I have no idea where they are. They're on one of their flanks. There's another general over there. I own a couple of them. He's fighting for a long time, isn't he? Fair play, chap. Fair play. What's the actual general at this stage? Can't see because you're in the way. Still can't see because you're in the way. Down to 4. Yeah, he's down to 1. Where's the message? Was that the Pope? That might have been the Pope. A Martyrs. But that could have been... Let's just pause a second. Who's actually left? Okay, there's a bodyguard over here. And do you have your general as part of yours? 1, 2, 3. Where's the rest of you? I don't know. They're all kind of mixed up right now. There's one here. There's one here. Okay, they're right next to each other. So that's the general's bodyguard. I think that's the Pope then. Or one of the... Oh, for Pete's sake. Anyway, these two are going to go down soon enough, and then it will be over. Okay, all units, let's get in. Hand to hand. Hack 'em down. Absolutely glorious. Down he goes. That's the bodyguard there, losing another one. Down to 3. I think this one's the Pope then, judging by all that nonsense. So in we go. Oh, utterly crushed. Absolutely crushed that mailed knight there. That was brutal. He is backpedaling just a little bit now, though. Oh, this is brutal here. This is many, many dead men. 41% down. No one's really quite in here. Come on. Not the Italian militia. This general. Get on top of him, Popey. Or not Popey. Mike, the new Pope. Yes, the new Pope. They're right next to each other. It's the last two. Oh, this is excellent. We'll stay on these two because it's pretty much all that's fighting at this point anyway. So down they go. We'll try and make sure we get them the right way around. But yeah, it really is just coming down to them. That's pretty darn heroic. We're at 87% now. There's a few probably stragglers down behind. It's kind of hard to see them all. Your militiamen. There's one militiaman there fighting to the death. Down they all go. And I think the general was finally pushing his way through to take on these two lads. Fair play. This is a chunky affair. Well, I've really enjoyed this series. This has been intriguing. I mean, I don't think victory was ever really much in doubt. I think that's going to be the case in these prologues. I would say, I'm not sure this is set onto easy like the Rome Total War version was. And Rome Total War is very clear on the prologue campaign. No. We continue. It's very, very clear on the prologue campaign that it was on easy. This I haven't felt like it is. Maybe it's just on medium. But it hasn't felt like, yeah, easy mode. Easy mode, I feel like some of those sieges might have gone a little bit differently. But hey-ho. I feel like it is just these two men at this point. It really feels like it. Like no one else seems to be fighting. There's a catapult. Down he goes. That's the general. I believe that should be the general, which means this should be the Pope. Yep, that's a Martyr's Bruni again. It said that already, I thought, but okay. And there we go. Unless they're just all called a Martyrs, maybe they are. General, get in here and kill him. It's the last one. Yeah, but this has been intriguing. Obviously, I had to do a little bit of modding at the very start to set it all up, but I think I got the economy just about right in those first few episodes. We didn't have anything stupid. But obviously, I think it was always going to be easy enough to win over as the rebels on this occasion. He's fighting heartily. Well done, sir. But yeah. He's doing so much. I mean, this guy seems pretty ungettable right now, doesn't he, in fairness? But I think we'll have to leave our own general to come do this. Everyone, get out of here. Get out of here. We might just get on... Oh, down he goes. Down he goes. And I think a Martyrs was the Pope, in fairness, because I seem to recall that name, but hey-ho. It was all a little bit confusing. What's left? Something's left. Oh, there's some hellbreak. That's the reinforcements, isn't it? Of course. They're slowly coming in to reinforce. The Pope's gone. Whichever one of them was the Pope, he's dead anyway. Let's just go and slaughter them. There are some missiles coming in. These guys are too good to just let them... let them die like this. But there we are. We'll send a few missiles in. The cavalry are going to get themselves slaughtered most likely, but they need to go down. It's only true and proper that happens. Yeah, this has been great fun, and you can say there might be some more. I don't know if there are any more little prologue things to do, actually, because, yeah, on the Kingdoms and the DLC, they don't tend to do that kind of thing. But anyway, they're now broken as well. We'll hack them down to the very last, and that goes another general. That one was not the Pope. I can guarantee you that. There is no Christendom. There is only one cathedral, which I will destroy in honour of our victory. There we are. So, Martyr's Bruni. I mean, I honestly completely lost track of who was who there, as you might have noticed. But apparently Martyr's Bruni was their general. So, there we are. There's some stats in case you're interested. Some units did slightly better than others. Some did not do well at all, but some of them gained some experience. That is all the insight I can give you today. And with that, Rome will fall, so will those reinforcements. And thus will the Pope. And with that, the game should just kick us out at this point, because that's not what happens. Nothing can stop us. I will exterminate in order to make sure it's a church now. Yay, it blew up the cathedral because extermination does that kind of nonsense. Once again, the Palace is a dominant culture. It has rebels. It has anarchy. No other realm can come close to rivaling the size, scope or power of your all-conquering anarchy. Your capital has become the centre of the civilized world. Your visage is embossed on coin found even in the Far East. And your family crest is not the most powerful secular symbol. Secular ever beheld. Caesar, Alexander, Charlemagne. These are all names that will soon be forgotten. That you and made their legacies seem petty and unambitious. May your dynasty and legacy reign eternal. So there we are. That was the Rebels Prologue campaign, and I very much hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit different, of course, but always love to come back to the Rebels in whatever form you get to play as them. Now, as for what's coming up next, we will do a little bit of a AI only and a general point of view for the historical battles here on Medieval 2. I'd like to have a little dip into them, and after this, well, I have something, assuming all goes fine, quite a bit of modding involved, but we've got some very silly modding campaigning coming up, so I hope you will join me for that. I am very excited about this one. Been in the works for a while, and I certainly haven't seen anything else around unless someone does it a minute before I release the video. But no, I'm very excited for that, so do look out for a brand new series coming out a week from now, because as I say, we will do some historical battling in the meantime. But I think it's a good point here to thank all of my lovely viewers, of course, all of you, for watching this series. All your comments are always really fascinating to read, and I very much enjoy the comment section. Particular thanks, of course, to the members and Patreons who make it possible for me to release as many videos as I do these days. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Nerds the Human, and this has been a Rebels Prologue campaign for Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you, and bye-bye. Flaming horses! It's a flaming horse! No one would stand in the way of the Reich! No! My archers. Sorry, look at this guy! I don't want to die! But of course you shall, my friend. Oh yes.